Okay, this video I want to talk about the aim section in a scientific investigation. Okay, the different parts of a report usually start off with an aim. Okay, that's the purpose of your experiment. Purpose, okay, where you briefly describe what you're going to be doing in the experiment, what you're trying to do. Okay, the aim. So also I'll give you an analogy. My aim for today, let's say, is to lose 500 grams of weight. Okay, that's my aim. That's my purpose for today. Okay, another example. The aim in a report. The aim is to investigate how light is affected by lenses. Okay, that's an aim. Okay, that's the goal. I should also mention goal. Okay, but yeah, the aim should be brief. Okay, it should be 1 or 2 sentences. Okay, not a paragraph. Okay, another one might be the aim of this experiment is to investigate the operation of different motors. Okay, that's the aim. Let me now talk about predictions. The next part of an experiment, of a report. Okay, so you generally have some idea of what will happen in an experiment. Okay, from your previous experiences and what you've already studied in science. Okay, so prediction is also known as a hypothesis in science. Hypothesis is an educated guess. Educated, why? Because you're relying on previous knowledge. Guess because it's a guess, okay? It's an educated guess about what might happen in an experiment. Okay, and what can be found from the experiment, what you can discover. Okay, here's an example of a hypothesis. If I eat more veggies, then I will lose weight faster. Okay, that's an example of a hypothesis. Another one is if I place sugar in hot water, it will dissolve quicker. Okay, that's an hypothesis. There are different types of hypotheses. Okay, the word hypotheses is the plural for hypothesis. Okay, so hypotheses is the plural. Okay, the group word for hypothesis. Okay, hypotheses. There are 2 different types of hypotheses. There's a testable hypothesis, and there's an untestable hypothesis. Okay, 2 different types. What's the difference? Testable, okay, it can be proved. It can be proved or disproved. Disproved using testing, using experiments, okay? Experiments. So it could be tested, as the word says. Untestable is the opposite, okay? It cannot be proven or disproven by experiment. That's an untestable hypothesis, okay? Now, good scientists need to carefully plan in their experiments, okay? So that only one variable will be tested at a time. Okay, so good scientists must carefully plan their experiments so that only one variable will be tested at a time. Okay, very important in science. Okay, otherwise, as I mentioned before, you won't be able to not be able to work out which variable caused the effect. Okay, for example, the popcorn example I gave, if you don't control the variables, then you're not going to know which bag of popcorn would actually give the most amount of kernels, right? Okay, that's why you need to control. Now, the variable that's changed in an experiment is known as the independent variable. Here's a recap: independent variable that's changed, the thing that's changed. That's changed in the experiment. That's the independent. The thing that's going to be measured is called the dependent variable. Okay, it's measured Okay, for example, let me give an example of an experiment. So a vitamin could extend a person's life expectancy. Okay, what's the independent variable? What's the thing that's changed in the experiment? Okay, it's the amount of vitamin that you give to someone, right? What's the dependent variable? What's the thing that's measured? It's the lifespan, the life expectancy. Okay, there are different types of variables. Here's another example. Okay, determine whether how long a student sleeps affects their marks. Okay, what's the independent variable in this case? The thing that's changed. Well, it's the length of the thing that's changing. It's the student, how long the student sleeps, right? What's the dependent variable? The thing that's measured. That's the student's test score or the marks, right? And that concludes this topic on science fair.